What's up, Leo Collective? Thank you for joining me for your energy reading. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Keita and welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I I'm being led to do something a little different from how I've been doing things up to this point with these readings, because I have been getting everybody a crystal prescription, and I use some different cards for some of the other signs. But for y'all, the download that I got but when I sat down to do the reading is that something very important has been coming through in your dreams, or is trying to come through in your dreams. Your ancestors and spirit guides are trying to send you important messages in your dreams. And for some of you, you may not know how to interpret them, but you're needing to um, tap into your intuition. Sometimes it's leading you to doing some research about dream symbols and interpretation, or to book a dream interpretation reading with me. But whatever the case, that's one download that I had about the Leo collective. So if it's not you, it's somebody that you connected with that is receiving important messages in their dreams, and that it has something to do with you. Whatever the case, 123 is about your forward progression. And often for me, 123 represents simplifying your life. So there may be some important instruction on how to go about simplifying your life at this time that's coming forward for you in your dreams. For some of y'all, this ain't about your physical dreams. It's about what you want in life, your dreams, your aspirations. But whatever the case, you guys are making a judgment call, because it's time and you can no longer hold back or hold out. And how do I know that? I already pulled the tarot. I already pulled it because there's I'm going to use bibliomancy to get a message from the Hidden Souls of Words book. I'm going to be pulling from my favorite dream interpretation deck, which is the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. And I'm going to get y'all some self-care messages. So I wanted to make sure that I got ample time to explore all of that. So I went ahead and pulled the tarot. And yep, and you literally got, out of the 3 cards that you got out here in this spread, 2 of them are major arcana. So the first card that fell out and is face down is Judgment. So this is you rising up, connecting with your higher self, and making a decision that is in alignment with your calling, making a judgment call. And at the top of the deck, you got the 2 of Wands. So you literally sitting in your dwelling and you looking out at the world, looking at all the possibilities and opportunities that are out there for you. And you're possibly also thinking about who you want to do that with, because the 2 of Wands is very much like a partnership energy as well. But you mapping shit out and making a plan after having made a judgment call, made a finite decision about how you want to move forward. You can see here with this lady in this image, she's sitting on the floor. She has 2 wands, one that is leaning against the wall, one that she's holding in her hand. She has a globe, and she also has like what looks like maybe like a brochure or something of a what do they call those? Like a Winnebago or a little van or whatever. And it's got a surfboard because she's thinking about traveling and vacation, maybe even like a new car. But expanding her horizons and moving forward from where she is. And so you have that energy at the top of the deck, and just being in that energy, she's realizing, I got to transform my whole life in order to get what I want and where I want. With this death energy, some shit got to die, got to end, and not only end, but end for good. And I have to be reborn. So this is like there's this song that's coming to mind that they used to sing in church, and I never understood it, because they taught us that the baptism saved us, and no matter what, if we got baptized, we were saved by the blood of Jesus, and that we were going to go to heaven. But then there was this song called it said I think it was the chorus, my soul got another dip. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the lyrics before I fuck it up. Baby, slow down, just take your time. You and me gonna be here for a while, okay? Let's see. I got so much that I wanna do. I'm all on the wrong part of the song. I love this song though. Most deaf. So much that I wanna do. I can show you better than I can say. I'm still wrong. I'm just early. That's what it is. Better than I can say. Let me show you. Wanna be nowhere but here. Nowhere in this atmosphere. Stratosphere, ionosphere. Okay, so this song is by Alabama Mass Choir. And if I could get to my... Let's see. I'm good where I am. Alabama Mass Choir. My soul got another dip. Let's see. The song. Oh, the lyrics aren't available. What? That's all right. Somebody got these lyrics. No. Not there's a leak in this building. Oh my God. This is the first time this has ever happened to me, yo. Where I'm looking to the lyrics for a song and it's all right. It might be on Google. I just always count on be quiet. I always count on YouTube Music. Okay. So it says, I went down to the fountain, my soul got another dip. I went way down to the fountain. Yes, I got another dip. And at the end it says, fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Jesus, Jesus, meet me at the fountain. My soul got another dip. He met me and he blessed me down at the fountain. Yes, I got another dip. Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. I found love, love at the fountain. I found joy, joy at the fountain. I found peace, peace at the fountain. I found deliverance, deliverance at the fountain. The thing about that was, I'm like, why would your soul need another dip, another baptism, if that one was supposed to do, right? So I always kind of question that salvation message of getting baptized and then you guaranteed a spot in heaven. But it is said that you're reborn when you get that first baptism. And it's like, why do I need to be born again and do it again if I was reborn that first time? Now I get it. I ain't really questioning, because I've been reborn several times throughout, now that I understand what death represents. And it does not represent physical death. The spirit actually is reborn when we are in this 3D reality via the experiences that we go through that cause us to elevate and grow and stretch and expand. And so in that way, somebody's definitely being reborn. But as you can see here, cloaked in this red cloth, which represents the safety and security of the root chakra, and also by way of your passions, there's a bright sunny new day ahead for you as you are experiencing this death and rebirth. And death and rebirth is represented by the number 13, which is symbolic of the divine feminine energy, because the more you tap into your divine feminine energy and your cup or your fountain of emotion and water and intuition, like it says in this song, your soul gets another dip. Your soul is reborn. And you're gonna do that by way of this Page of Pentacles energy. Starting something new. Protecting your energy. So I'm going to be clarifying this message with the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle, because again, somebody is dreaming up something. You're either dreaming up like messages from your angels and ancestors about the journey ahead and the instruction, or some tips, or some prophecy about your journey ahead, or you sitting here like her, daydreaming about what it is that you desire in your life and who you desire to do and have those things with, what journey or energy you desire to share with that individual. So let's see with the Dream Oracle, what message is coming forward for the Leo collective at this time. North Star. Flip your inner light switch, represented by the number 19, because you are being led to align with your life purpose, your North Star, your reason for being here, your soul contract. It was all mapped out for you before you incarnated into this lifetime. And so now you're being led to align with that. And that is what this rebirth is going to look like for you. So you got North Star, flip your inner light switch. At the top of the deck, 21, plant seeds of intention. Go, grow, and glow. And that is very much symbolic of, or in alignment with, this Page of Pentacles energy, because you're having to ground something new. Not only just sitting up here thinking about it and having the energy to move towards something new or dreaming up something new, but actually planting that seed. You know, they say the flower doesn't bloom, or you don't get the fruit the same day that you plant the seed. But in order to get the fruit, you got to plant the seed, right? So taking a patient and practical approach and doing the necessary to start something new. And go, grow, and glow. Being very intentional about the life that you want to live, instead of just taking whatever is handed to you. Or whatever circumstances you so happen to stumble upon. And at the bottom of the deck, number 26, me time. Enjoy your own company. For many of you, you are needing some time to yourself so that you can get to know yourself, this new version of yourself that is evolving. I just saw 1221. So if we're talking about twin flames, not only are you needing time in solitude, but you're needing to spend intimate time with your reflection, so that y'all can build your bond and get to know one another better, and have those opportunities to see one another in one another, and strengthen that connection. But you got this woman here, she chilling. She butt naked with a little cover over her boobs and her legs. That's definitely giving intimacy, and she's like, it looks like she's floating in the air or the galaxies. So that's time in intimate time to dream up how you want to move forward, what more you want out of life, what goals you want to set, that sort of thing. So I'm going to read the message of North Star. And for many of you, it will really help you to know what your North Node is in your birth chart, because your North Node is the cosmic planetary placement that helps lead you to your North Star. So like for me, mine is Gemini, and knowing that very much helps point me in the right direction toward what it is that I'm meant to, how I'm meant to fulfill my sacred contract in this lifetime. So if you have not gotten your birth chart pulled, you may want to do that. I got mine read years ago from, I think it's the name of her business is Scorpio Mystique. At the time, her birth chart readings were $150. With the way this economy set up, it probably has gone up some, but it's well worth the price. I still have the printout and the email, and I refer to it on the regular because it gives you a full breakdown of each of your planetary placements. So that helps you understand not only your sun sign, but your moon sign, your Venus sign, your rising sign, your Mercury and your Mars, and how all of those align. And you can find out what your stellium is and what the transits are in your planetary chart. So that's a very worthy investment as you are on this journey to of knowledge of self, of being true to yourself. And like I always say, the only way to be true to yourself is to know yourself. And then the way to know yourself is to explore those aspects of yourself, your numerology, your astrology, your pathology, those things that run in your familial line and your patterns. But with North Star, it's stage 4 of the hero's journey, meeting the mentor. So it says, according to Vedanta Hindu teaching, there are only 2 symptoms of enlightenment, just 2 indications that transformation is taking place within you toward a higher consciousness. The first symptom is that you start worrying. Things don't bother you anymore. You become lighthearted and full of joy. The second symptom is that you encounter more and more meaningful coincidences in your life, more and more synchronicities, and this accelerates to the point where you actually experience the miraculous. So that's a quote from Carol Lynn Pearson, which very much speaks to this death and rebirth energy, which death and rebirth speaks of transformation, going through a transformation, and for many of you, a spiritual awakening. So the message here is you are being shown a way out of no way. Just when you thought your back was against the wall, you're discovering an internal light that illumines infinite possibilities. At each turn, take a moment to look up and meditate upon your own North Star. In other words, when in doubt, consider what your highest self would do. Ask yourself, I told you, where the judgment card at? Your higher self is evolving, your Ori. In Yoruba, your Ori is your higher self, that version of you that existed before you even incarnated and have been tainted by different lifetimes of experience that is aligned with your life purpose. So it says, ask yourself, if I were enlightened, what would I be moved to do, and how would I be moved to do it? As you do this, this is literally giving me this 2 of Wands energy, because I can just see her sitting there asking herself, looking out the window. Excuse me, god damn. If I were enlightened, what would I be moved to do, and how would I be moved to do it? As you do this, realize that you are a celestial being, woven of starlight throughout the galaxy of your cells, molecules, and atoms. And you have the answers you seek before the questions are even formulated. Travel your path with confidence, joy, and enthusiasm, knowing your life is not a problem to be solved, but a magical treasure hunt to explore by the light of your North Star. If you dream of celebrities, dreams of a celebrity are a message for you to shine like the star that you were born to be. No more hiding in the wings. Consider a dream of a celebrity as an invitation to confront your fears of exposure, to up-level your boldness, and to allow your star qualities to shine, dazzle, and delight the world. This dream is here to remind you that this day and this moment will only come once. Your life is not a practice run, so go out and share your gifts. Y'all, we have got to stop living life as though we're gonna get a do-over in this lifetime to start over from the womb. Like, no, the best you're gonna be able to do is this transformation that you're going through. And if you don't answer the call, it's gonna keep circling back around for you to answer the call as you continue to go through experiences that push you to answer your calling. You're gonna continue to attract the karma that comes along with not answering your calling. Or you can choose to surrender and align, go, grow, and glow. But the mantra for this energy is, I stand in the interstellar spotlight of my life, fully revealing my star attributes. This card, this message is very much significant to the image here. It talks about having the confidence to live out your life purpose and to live a life in discovery of your life purpose and letting your light shine. And sis got on this bright yellow ocean energy that she's covered with, and she's out in the cosmos, out in the galaxy, shining along with the stars. She's literally illuminated, and that's what you all are being called to do as well, because that is where your abundance lies. And for so many of you, you're needing to learn how to enjoy your own company. Why the fuck do you think other people enjoy your company when you don't enjoy your own? that speaks volumes. So you definitely need to get more comfortable with yourself and your own energy and your own company. But this also speaks to intimacy. So being able to have those intimate connections and moments, again, with people who are a mirror or reflection of you. I'm going to pull, or I'm going to, oh, I gotta get y'all some self-care messages. That's what I gotta do. So Spirit, what self-care advice do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Tap into your innate lion or lioness energy. Because that's all about shining and confidence. This summer is going to be a game changer for y'all. Because that's y'all season, right? Make sure you're getting out and getting some sunshine. Let those sun rays nourish and nurture you. Speaking of nourishing and nurturing, nourish your temple. Be mindful of what you're eating and putting in your body. So I'm going to read the message for that as well. But that is self-care for you. Because as you are elevating and you are making this judgment call and you are making plans to move forward in a different direction, you're planting seeds of intention to go, grow, and glow. You need to be mindful of what you're feeding yourself. So this plant seeds of intention energy represented by the number 21. That's breaking down to a 3, which represents alignment. You're going to align with the goal that you set for yourself by taking care of your body. Taking care of yourself in this 3D reality and being mindful of what you're putting in your body. So make sure that you're eating as clean as possible and make sure you're getting your greens, whether it's via juice or eating it. But nurturing and nourishing your body. Get in that gym and also making practical moves towards your goals, like that Page of Pentacles energy. But at the top of the deck, you have build strength. Didn't I say go to the gym? Represented by the number 6. Helping you to build your strength and your stamina. And she's also got her third eye wide open. So that's also working on your intuition and doing what you're intuitively led to do. So like one day you might be intuitively led to box. And the next day it might be go for a walk. Or, you know what I'm saying? But there are different ways that you're going to intuit building your physical strength, but also building your intuitive strength. And like I said, there are things coming to you in your dreams. And so that's going to help you as you explore what the symbols and signs and synchronicities coming into your dreams are telling you. Building that intuitive strength. Sis even got purple hair. Yep. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Dream journal. It's something coming through in your dreams, yo. At the bottom of the deck, represented by the number 20, which breaks down to a 2, because it's telling you about this 2 of Wands energy. It's giving you some kind of, the ancestors trying to give you the alley-oop in some kind of way. And so you needed to journal your dreams so that you can, over time, piece together the messages that are coming forward for you. Again, if you're needing help with that, get at me. I've been dreaming since I was a child. I don't remember ever not dreaming. Sometimes I dream every night, but sometimes I may wake up and depending on how long I wait after I've woken up, I can't remember the dream anymore. But I dream every night. And I thought that was quote unquote normal until in my 30s, I started talking to people about it and they was like, nah, sis, I don't dream every night. And I was like, are you kidding me? I thought everybody dream every night. They're like, nah. I'm like, oh shit, I'm on to something. What's going on? You know? But yeah, you definitely want to keep you a dream journal. I suggest keeping a journal by your bed or use your notes in your phone so that, because you know, you wake up, you sleepy, you trying to hurry up and capture the information before you lose it. You can just speak it into your voice notes or put it in your notes section of your phone. But whatever the case, keep up with what's being brought to you in your dreams. And if you need, get with a professional to help you to interpret it. But they got books. I got a couple of dream interpretation books that have signs and synchronicities that help you to interpret the messages that are coming through to you in your dreams. Because think about it, that's the only time when we really, other than when you meditate, that you're sitting still enough to get the message, right? So if you having dreams and they like major motion pictures, yeah, that's some guidance, that's some advice, that's some prophetic messages coming through. Um that is dope as hell. I really should read the message for dream journal instead of nourish your temple, especially since so much of this is about dreams, right? I knew something was coming through to me for the Leos about the urgency of paying attention to your dreams. So I'm gonna read dream journal. The mantra for this card is, I remember my dreams, control my dreams, and use my dreams as a playground for my growth. Dream journaling is a powerful practice. Once you establish a flow with it, there are many insights to gather from your astral adventures. Commit to interacting with your dreams in a new way and look for the wisdom and guidance they hold for you. Maybe even jot down a few questions you can ask before falling asleep, calling in the answers to appear within the dream realm. Before I go any further, because I don't want to miss this point, one thing that has helped me too, sometimes I'll pull from these dream oracle cards the night before, like before I go to bed, and I'll be like, what my dream gonna be about tonight? And I pull those cards and I just lay them on the nightstand and go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, that shit be so on point. I've been to dream whatever the card said I was gonna dream about. So if you want, you may want to look into purchasing this deck and doing that. But you can pull them before or after. There's a myriad of ways to do this shit. Like they say, it's more than one way to skin a cat. But it says, starting with a 7-day commitment to just write down what you remember about your dreams as soon as you wake up before you forget them, you can get you in the right flow. Or record voice notes for yourself. Y'all, I told you. Or record voice notes for yourself and later transcribe them if you wish. Try naming your dreams like a book or a movie to help organize recurring themes. Review what you've written or recorded to see what guidance presents itself. And it has a journal prompt, and the journal prompt says, recall a recent or powerful dream you had, writing it out as if it were a story. What lessons can you learn from this dream? One dream that I had that stands out to me that I'm going to share with y'all, that I have been saying I'm going to talk about it on the channel, but I hadn't up to this point, but it's time. I had a dream. I've had several dreams about young Dolph. And I didn't think that it was odd because me and Dolph went to school together. But when he passed, after I got over the initial shock and disgust and just, oh, y'all, I was through. I was disgusted with myself. Like, I could not look at myself in the mirror. I would break down crying. If I saw my face in my phone, I just felt disgusted with life, that somebody would take his life like that. But like a few days after he passed and I kind of was starting to come back this way, I remembered that I have dreamed a few people's death and didn't know that that's what the dream was telling me. But I record them. I put them in my phone. I record voice notes, all that. So I was like, put his name in your phone and see if it pop up in the notes that you've had some dreams about him. And show as shit stank, y'all. Y'all know shit stank. I had a dream about him January of the year before he passed. And in that dream, he and I were at a school event, but we were adults. And we was just chopping it up about travel and just life. And it was so real. And it was just me and him talking. And he said he was tired. And I said, in my mind, in the dream, I wanted to offer for him to come to my house to just have safe space and get some rest, since he said he was tired, because I could see it in the way he said it. He was tired. And I was like, nah, you gonna sound like a groupie. He gonna think you on some dumb shit. So I said, well, why don't you duck off into one of these rooms and get you some sleep, and I sit out here and make sure you straight and don't nobody bother you. And he was like, nah, I don't trust these motherfuckers. And he had on expensive jewelry, but I noticed that it wasn't diamonds. It was crystals that he had on. That to anybody else, they might have thought maybe it was diamonds or whatever, like most rappers wear. But it wasn't. He had on some crystals. And when I interpreted that dream, it led me to a whole nother understanding or interpretation of one, what transpired with his death, and also that whether he had voiced it to anybody or not, he was tired. He was tired of the industry shit. He was tired of life. And then what year did they get 1010 on my phone? So that may be symbolic to some of you. But yeah, Dolph was exhausted, and that song Getaway came out, and it confirmed my interpretation of that dream. So it looks like that song, it was released in 22. Dolph passed in what year? So it's looking like November 17th, 2022. Yeah, November 17th, 2022. Dolph passed sometime before that, like a year, I want to say. Before that, because I think he passed in 2021. I had so many people to pass away, like brothers, close friends during that time that, yeah, November 17th, 2021. So that song came out a year later. And he was confirming what I was saying, because he was like, he wanted to go be with his grandmama. He was tired of living. And then the day after he passed, one of the young guys from Paper Route did a video and said that Dolph told him that he didn't want to rap no more. He wanted to be a CEO, and he had approached the CEOs of Empire Records about buying into the company, and that he shared some things with him because he knew out of the clique he was kind of more conscious than some of the other guys, and which I know quite a few of them personally, because we all went to school together. We all grew up together in South Memphis. So I'm gonna leave that there. But I just wanted to use that as an example of how profound dreams can be. And I've been having dreams like that, especially about people's deaths that I know of, that I became aware of since my late teens. Like when my homeboy Antonio Spurlock passed, I dreamed his death like a year before it happened. And it was so particular. I dreamed that it was on the news. Somebody called me and told me to turn on the news. I turned on the news, and that it was reporting on it at a gas station, and that he had gotten shot in the head and the leg. And in reality, my homegirl called me one night. She said, "You heard about Tonyo?" I said, "No." She said, "Turn on the TV." I turned on the TV, and on the news, they were reporting that he had been killed at a gas station, and that he had been shot in the neck and the leg. So I ain't saying your dream something that drastic or that traumatic, or I'm just saying dreams can be very prophetic, and the signs and synchronicities, sometimes they are, the symbols in the dreams are spot on, and sometimes they're very coded and symbolic because it's your subconscious mind that you're working with. So literally seeing shrimp in a dream can represent something about your mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be something totally different. It really got shit to do with a shrimp or certain colors and shit like that. Numbers in dreams can be very symbolic. So y'all just be intentional about writing down your dreams and possibly getting with somebody who can help you to interpret them, or give it a shot to learn how to do it yourself. Ask your ancestors and spirit guides to help you interpret the dreams, since they bringing y'all the coded messages and shit. Ask them to help you figure that shit out. But I'm gonna get y'all a message from the Hidden Souls of Words. Keys to transformation through the power of words. And that is so fitting, because y'all got this death card energy, which is symbolic of you going through what? A transformation. So there's no coincidence there that I was led to pull from this book, when the whole time I've been pulling crystal prescriptions for everybody. So Spirit, what message would you have for me to bring forth to the Leo collective at this time. Ooh, my eye started twitching. Love. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Look. On page 89, love is derived from the Old English leaf, meaning to permit or cause, and from the Sanskrit lub, meaning desire. Love is therefore equated with the cause of life. We commonly think of love as benevolent feelings and use it as a term of endearment or to express affection. How often do you equate love with our life force? How often do you equate love with the freedom that the creator of our life force gives us? Because love is who you are, you will never fully comprehend its mysteries. Because love is who God is, love is the divine mystery. It cannot be defined, says Glenda Green. Love is the only power in life, and it is the original point to which all vectors of thought are connected. Where there are contradictory thoughts, there also will be difficulties. Until one's relationship to love is changed in the heart, nothing fundamental will change in life. What is perceived as negative emotion is not the absence of love, but merely reversals of thought, which are undermining love's power and goodness. Love disabled by negative thoughts can be a dangerous thing, for there is no greater power than love and nothing closer to the soul. The energy of love can be compared to water, which on the one hand sustains and enhances life, and on the other hand can cause much harm. If I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am become as sounding brass or a clanging gong. That's from 1 Corinthians 13:1. People search for love in many different ways. Often we look to another person to complete what we feel is lacking in ourselves. This is a primary cause for the breakdown in so many relationships. Either we do not know or we have forgotten that love is the essence within each of us. Overlooking this fact has generated the misunderstanding that our consciousness is somehow separated from our true nature, which is love. While everything else in life is constantly changing, only love, the essence of life itself, remains the enduring constant. Honey, love endures all. So it says, Mahatma Gandhi wrote, "We must either let the law of love rule us through and through or not at all. Love among ourselves based on hatred of others breaks down under the slightest pressure. The fact is, such love is never real love. It is an armed peace, and so it will be in this great movement in the West against war. War will only be stopped when the conscience of mankind has become sufficiently elevated to recognize the undisputed supremacy of the law of love in all the walks of life. Whether mankind will consciously follow the law of love, I do not know. But that need not perturb us. The law will work, just as the law of gravitation will work, whether we accept it or no. The person who discovered for us the law of love was a far greater scientist than any of our modern scientists. Only our explorations have not gone far enough, and so it is not possible for everyone to see all its workings. If the law of love ruled politics, religions, businesses, corporations, educational institutions, and all other aspects of life, what would our world look like? Would it revolutionize life on the planet? Many of our human emotions seem to block love. Is it possible that people who are hurting and often hurt others simply are not able to show love and have forgotten their true nature is love? Instead of harshly judging others, can we discern that most interactions are either a sharing of love or a cry for love? You know what? I've noticed that in my interactions with people and and even here myself, when I'm reflecting, when I'm coming from a more negative, unloving, judgmental space, especially as it relates to other people, sometimes that's a cry for love. When you're not being loving. So here it's spelling it out for you. Either you sharing love or it's a cry for love. Violence in all of its forms under this spiritual law would be a desperate cry for love and help. Perfect love casteth out fear. 1 John 4:18. We all find it difficult to love those who do not seem to love us. Can we have faith enough in the power of love to look beyond hateful actions to the seeds of love that are planted in every soul, regardless of how hidden they may be? Love alone is capable of uniting living beings in such a way as to complete and fulfill them, for it alone takes them and joins them by what is deepest in themselves. Have you ever looked at love from this point of view, expressed by the soul of this word? How does this expanded concept of love fit into your life from this point forward? How are you going to express this new understanding of love in your everyday life? So I pray that this message found y'all well. If it does not find you well, I hope that it leaves you well. I hope that it helps you to walk in love, to operate in love, to let love be your North Star, your guiding light. If you are needing a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe to the video, to the channel if you have not already. And if you'd like to donate, my donation information is below in the description box. But until next time, y'all, peace.